Hi, I'm John Byrne with Poets&Quants. Welcome to another edition of Handicapping Your MBA Odds with my partner here,
Sandy Kreisberg, the HBS guru.
So today we have an interesting case. It's someone who presents the challenge. How do you get into a Dartmouth, a Kellogg, a Yale, if you are from a sort of middle market background? Not a gold-plated company, not a gold-plated undergraduate institution, but sort of not
What we call silver,
yeah, silver,
but not gold.
Exactly.
In this case, might be silver with some bronze in it.
And he's a 25-year-old American white male. He has a BA in psychology.
That's silver already.
Okay. He has a BA in psychology from what he calls a private school ranked in the 70s by U.S. News. Then he went for a master's in public policy from what he calls a good but not a great place of another public school. He's expecting a 700 to 720 GMAT, but he hasn't yet taken the test. He spent 3 years at a boutique public sector healthcare consulting firm, and he currently works at Booz Allen in a similar role where he largely does quant analysis.
And he's got a promotion. Did he say that?
Yes, he got a promotion at the boutique firm, and he's expecting another one at Booz Allen before he matriculates to business school.
And what's his goal in life?
Okay, you know what his goal is. It's to land at the big three, McKinsey, Bain, BCG, in a similar practice in public sector healthcare.
Yes. This guy's got a tight story as to public sector healthcare. Let me give you some inside baseball, what could be tough love for this guy. What's the secret thing that McKinsey, Bain, and BCG look at that most people are unaware of?
High GMAT, high GPA.
They look at your GMAT. They ask for your GMAT score, and they respect it greatly. So
they also look at the pedigree of your undergraduate institution.
Yeah, they can get past that.
Yeah, if you get a good GMAT.
And a good GPA. Those consulting firms are open to people from the boondocks coming to the big city. They're open to that.
Yeah.
What they're not open to is people with low GMATs doing anything.
Plus, the guy's experience brings him lock and loaded to a McKinsey, right? I mean, he's been in this environment already.
How much do you think they care about that?
You don't think they care?
How many GMAT points do you think that's worth at McKinsey?
Oh, maybe
Candidate
10.
Candidate one is deeply experienced in consulting and public sector consulting, and is a kind of a striving guy like this at middle market schools, and he's got a 3.5 and a 700 GMAT. Candidate two, he is a liberal arts major who has spent his entire life visiting museums in Europe, thinking he wanted to be an art curator, and he's got a 760 GMAT.
We know where they're going.
How hard a decision is that for McKinsey?
And is that because McKinsey values brain power over experience, and they equate
a high
GMAT and high GPA with brain power, even though it may not be equated?
Right.
Okay.
They also say, you know something? No matter where you come from, we're going to chop you up and turn you into a McKinsey, robot anyway. So who cares?
This guy's got a good GPA in the master's, 3.94.
That's helpful.
Yeah. We don't know his GPA at his undergraduate
we do.
Institution.
3.55.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, that's right. So what do you think? What do you think this guy's shot is at Kellogg? Kellogg, turns out a lot of consultants.
Okay, friend, get that 720 GMAT. If he's applying to Kellogg with a 720 GMAT and a 355, those are below average stats. Yes?
Yeah.
Mr. Chart Maker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Slightly. Yeah.
Yeah, slightly. So the question becomes, what are you bringing to the table in addition to your lowish stats, Mr. White Male American?
Okay, but he's at Booz Allen. You know what the deal is at Kellogg with Booz Allen? They have the Allen Center, named after one of the founders of Booz Allen. there's an inside connection there.
This is the
They're going to show this guy a little love, man.
This is the wisdom you get from being on the road for 48 weeks a year and visiting these places.
This guy's going to get a little love from Kellogg.
This is like Sherlock Holmes and Mycroft, where he's out there digging up clues, and I'm in my condominium. I stay inside all the time and read stuff. So that's something that he knows and I don't. That might help.
Yeah,
a little.
Good help.
Do you happen to know the track record of?
I do not.
Booz Allen of Allenites at Kellogg?
I do not. But
that would be an interesting. Yeah,
having the Allen name on a big building is important.
Another Sandy Kreisberg wish list of things I'd like to know. The percent of people at Kellogg from Booz Allen compared to Big Four consulting firms that do not have their names on Kellogg buildings.
Okay, so his odds at Kellogg, what do you say?
25 to 30%.
If he gets to 720.
Yeah, I don't see him jumping the gap.
And if he doesn't get a 720, you would advise retaking that GMAT a million times. A million times.
That's,
okay.
Look, if you follow these tapes, one of the things you may have noted changing is not me. The admissions committees are developing more faith into GMAT versus almost anything else. It's a sad development, but that's my sense of it. I don't know why. I don't know whether it's a cultural thing. I don't know whether there's data. It really counts. There was a time when D. Leopold, many years ago, said, we don't care about your GMAT as long as it starts with a 7.
Right, so 700 would have been okay.
That's no
at Harvard.
That's no longer the case.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, and then he wants to go to Dartmouth. Dartmouth's another good school for him, given his background.
Yeah, well, Kellogg and Dartmouth are places where you can sometimes charm your way in. That is to say, they'll credit a slight deficit in your standard profile. They'll say, okay, this guy's, a couple of basis points off of the GPA, and, we would have liked a higher GMAT score, but he's our kind of guy.
Yeah.
So the question is this guy their kind of guy? He is and he isn't.
Odds?
At Tuck?
Yeah.
Low.
You think so?
Yeah, it's small, and it's the same filter as Kellogg.
So 20 to 30?
20.
Okay.
25.
And then Columbia and Yale, which may be a little bit more GMAT sensitive, both those schools.
Yeah,
now.
Columbia ain't going to happen, and Yale ain't going to happen. Darden is where this guy belongs.
Now, Yale has the whole public sector thing. And even though they're moving slightly away from it, they could find this guy really interesting.
No, they wouldn't.
Okay.
This is. I'm not dissing the candidate.
No, I get that.
I'm dissing the Yale ad board.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to do is puncture their hypocrisy. Yeah, they've got a legacy public sector focus. How many GMAT points is that worth?
Right. So Columbia and Yale, you'd say 20%?
20%, yeah, which is,
okay.
People who follow this, that 20% is code word here for...
It ain't going to happen.
Long reach.
Yeah. And then you mentioned that you think Darden is his place, and Darden's a great school.
This is where the guy's whole history is going to solid middle market places. Calling Duke, calling Darden, calling Cornell, calling USC. Those are good schools. And what those schools will give this guy a chance to do, those schools are a license to hustle. So what do you think that means?
Well, you work hard, you show great diligence and tenacity, and you'll get somewhere with it.
No.
Okay.
You left out the hustle.
The hustle. Okay. Well, work hard, right? Hustle?
No, working hard is necessary but not sufficient for hustling. You know that phrase?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You
got to work hard to distinguish yourself from your classmates, but that's not enough. You then have to hustle. You have to make things happen. Like if you're at Darden and you want to get a job at McKinsey as a summer internship, my guess is they take X number of people, but those people are hard workers and hustlers. And I mean hustlers in the positive sense of people who are focused, energetic, little sharp elbows.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by hustling.
Okay, odds at Darden for him.
It really goes up, present yourself right, get that 720. He's their meat and potatoes. So
40%.
Yeah, 30 to 40%, right.
Okay, and I will add this a little footnote about Darden. The current dean is a longtime McKinsey partner, and since he's been there, McKinsey has now become their number one recruiter. So, Darden is not a bad place for you, okay?
Yeah, that would
definitely.
Good boy. John is full of gossip.
All right, there you go. Tough love from Sandy. Get that GMAT, that 720. That's really crucial.
Yeah, it's honest.
690, 700 ain't going to do it. Take it 2, 3, 4 times to get that 720. Maybe you get lucky and get even a little bit more. And that'll help you anywhere else. So good luck to you. And to everyone else out there, this is John Byrne with Poets and Quants. And
adios, HBSGuru. Shalom.
Right. We'll see you.
Adios and shalom from the HBSGuru.
We'll see you on the road to business school. Good luck.